Guys, it's Emily from Aussie Frugal here, back with another video. This week we are covering Shelftember. What is it? My pantry challenge basket trick and getting set up, planning, making it work. So if you're into that kind of thing, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody else who might like this kind of video. First, what is Shelftember? Shelftember is a month-long pantry challenge where we make an effort to do shelf cooking or cooking from the pantry, specifically you getting out anything that is open, anything you have double ups of, anything that maybe you and your family don't really eat anymore. Maybe you've got a different brand that you prefer now. All of that stuff that kind of goes into the back of your pantry to die. We get all of that out, we sort it, we make a plan, and we make an effort to use that all month long. Now, you set the rules for your pantry challenge. So if you want to continue shopping as usual, you can. If you want to don't buy anything at all, or if you want to have a small budget each week, that's what you can do. I personally have a small budget each week because we still need milk, bread, things like that to get us through, and fresh fruit. So this month I'm doing $50 a week for my pantry challenge. Our usual grocery budget was $100, although I've taken it up to $150 with the shortages, the increase in prices, and I'm having to buy a lot more gluten-free stuff because my son is possibly gluten-free, and also I'm pregnant, so there are whole things I can't eat and lots of cravings, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting a lot of it, all the good stuff. So my usual budget is $100. I've taken it up to $150, and this month I'm going to do $50 a week. And I will show you grocery hauls, and I will show you what I'm cooking and how I'm preparing. So stay tuned for that. So first things first, best way to start this is you got to open up the pantry and start pulling things out. Now, a lot of people will pull everything out and wipe everything down and then slowly put it all back. I don't really go that far. I'll work around the things that I know are staying in the pantry, and just clean up any spills and wipe any bits that look messy. And you can just see I'm pulling all of my gluten-free, that's my gluten-free shelf, so I'm pulling all my gluten-free jars of things forward so I can get to the stuff that I've hidden behind them, because I hide things from the kids back there, or awkwardly shaped items, half, open things like the cookies and stuff like that I don't want the kids eating, because my cookies are $4 for a bag and theirs are like $2 for a bag, and if they eat mine then I don't have any. So you can obviously see I'm struggling a bit here, just walking, breathing, climbing and reaching for things. I am 31 weeks pregnant, so I have been struggling doing all of that, and I also have some blood pressure issues that I'm dealing with. So I do have to take a break a few times throughout this video, so I hope it's not too choppy for you. This counter is just gonna get piled up with stuff, and then I'm going to sort it into like items. I'm just checking use bys. I'm also pulling out anything that's empty. So I had all of these containers that I used to put flour and stuff in, but we very rarely use normal flour and normal self-raising flour anymore, because I am gluten-free and because I do 99% of the cooking. So they've remained empty for a very long time, so I'm probably actually going to just leave them out for now and see how I go about a new solution for those kind of staples. We do still have some in the house, but we very, very rarely use it. We usually use things like corn flour and stuff like that as substitutes, and we don't eat a lot of flour-heavy things. I also ended up putting a few things from the pantry back into the stockpile. This is obviously a working pantry and a working stockpile. So sometimes the kids or hubby will just put something in here thinking it's for the pantry when it was for the stockpile. So if I've got one open and one unopened thing, I'm going to take the unopened thing back to the stockpile. So I pulled everything out of the pantry, and now I'm going to go through and sort it all and tuck it all neatly away and come up with a plan for all of this. So this is how it looks after I've taken everything out of it and given it a quick wipe down. Now I am going to go through and organize everything on my bench and work out what's going back and what's going in the pantry challenge baskets. Kids are actually home today, and you might be wondering why they're so quiet. They love the start of pantry challenges, especially Shelftember, because I do such a deep clean. So they're currently sitting outside finishing off snacks that we have one of, or packets of cookies that had like 2 or 3, or packets of chips, just all of those things that fall to the back of the cupboard and the back of the snack pile. So they're having a feast outside and playing. So that's what they're doing right now while I organize all of this. I'm also refilling all of my pantry jars. So my sugar, my gluten self-raising flour, rice that I keep in the kitchen, and gluten pasta. If you watch my content regularly, you know I have a stockpile. Excuse the boxes, they need to go out to the recycling. But for this challenge, this is pretty much off limits. The only thing that I'll be coming in here for is pantry staples like diced tomatoes and kidney beans, stuff like that. Nothing in here really needs to be rotated because we ate it down while I was sick, and now we've slowly started rebuilding. So all of my things have newer expiry dates. The only other things will be like staples like paper towel, tissues, toilet paper, and like tea bags, things like that, and like a bag of sugar if we run out of sugar, although I don't think we should, and the rice. But that's just because the rice lives in here since it's a 5-kilo bag. So yeah. So here is the results of me sorting the pantry so far. Usually I have one of these boxes full, but because I wanted to do a really big clean out, I decided that I would do it differently this year, and I'm going to show you that now. So first things of note are, I got these for hubby to try. He likes spicy ramen, but this is ridiculously spicy and it's too hot for him. So I'm actually going to give that away. He took like 2 bites out of one packet and went nuts. So that is leaving the pantry, but we're not eating it. This is my rice noodles. I want to use these up. I don't actually like this brand. They're a little too thick and the texture's a bit off for me, but I'm not going to waste them. So we're going to use this up, and these last forever. But obviously this isn't going to fit in my basket, and we probably won't use all of it. I'm hoping to get through at least half in this pantry challenge. So that'll go into the bottom of the pantry to live. I got these banana chips, which I've left out because I'm going to try and pass them off as afternoon tea, or with afternoon tea and some fruit this afternoon, get them gone. I need to wipe down that bag. These rice paper rolls I've had for like 2 years. Don't worry, they last forever. And we eat a crap ton of them. But we eat tons of them, but I bought a kilo, and each one is paper thin, so we'll have like 20 to 30 at a time, and we're still nowhere near through it. And then I have another one of these in the stockpile. So we're definitely gonna have rice paper rolls at some point during this challenge, but I just like to get it out to remind myself how much further I've got to go, and to make sure I am using it, and to make sure it's properly sealed. So I'm gonna reseal this, maybe in a freezer bag or a Ziploc. So that's part of this too, making sure that I'm storing things correctly, because a lot of the time hubby or the kids will get something out and then just not put it back right. You're gonna hear the kids in the background. They're playing outside. It's life. Doing it differently this year is I've split it into 2 pantry challenge baskets instead of 1. And I've divided it by gluten-free and gluten-filled. And I'm going to take you through that now. So let's do gluten first, because that might be easier. So I have some random packets of like single noodles that we've got left in the bottom of the pantry. Even if I only use the noodles from those, I want to get them gone. I've got some Sayos and dinosaur pasta. I've got 2 packets of these oats, which are left over from a box. So that'll be breakfast one morning for them, for the kids. I got some taco shells down here, some milk arrowroot, some mini flour tortillas, and I have some gluten-free tortillas in the other basket. So we're probably doing quesadillas at least one night. I got some fusilini pasta left over from HelloFresh. I'll explain the HelloFresh leftovers in a minute. Got some corn thins, I have a single packet of mac and cheese, but that's okay. Only my daughter likes it. Weirdo. And I have some off-brand Tim Tams for a snack for them. Vanilla cake mix that's been in the back of the cupboard God knows how long. Some cup of soups. Some egg lasagna noodles. And some HelloFresh spaghetti. That's that one. Now, with the HelloFresh leftovers, because we are gluten-free and we do need to make some adjustments in some things, so we do have to make tweaks to the HelloFresh recipes. So we'll take out the pasta that they send and I'll swap it for gluten-free pasta if I'm eating that night. And I'll take out the tortillas and swap them for gluten-free tortillas if we're, just because it's easier sometimes. But then other times, hubby just makes a gluten meal for the kids and him, and I have something else. So that's why we have HelloFresh leftovers, especially gluten ones. We also have a crap ton of spices and things left over from meals. So I've got this miso soup bases. I've got these El Paso cooking sauces because I use the tortillas for something else. Tomato paste left over from HelloFresh because it was optional and hubby doesn't eat tomato in things. Lots and lots of spices. So I'm going to hopefully work through a lot of this. Walnuts and garnishes and little bags of rice. I'm going to hopefully work through this as well. Probably not going to get through all of it. But I'm going to make an effort because this is all good stuff to have in the pantry. I also have these two little preserve things from probably a Christmas hamper or something. They're fine. But I thought the kids would like them for toast one morning as a fancy toast. So we'll get rid of those for breakfast one morning for the kids. Now let's come over to my gluten basket. So usually I would take the pastas out of their boxes and just leave them in their packets so I could work my way through them. But with a lot of gluten-free pastas, they don't have an inner packet. That's just a box. So I have this little bit of pasta left, which is leftover Aldi pasta. It's horrible. I have no idea what I'm doing with that, but I'm going to try and get rid of that. I have some breadcrumbs, which I bought, but I don't use anymore because I make my own breadcrumbs from the ends of the gluten-free bread loaves I buy and eat. I have some corn crisps, which will be for my lunch today. I had to take a break there. Wasn't feeling so well. Got some more rice noodles. I have some elbows for macaroni and cheese, some crackers, some spiral pasta, some udon rice noodles, some aburi rice from a HelloFresh packet, some ginger snap biscuits, and some dried pineapple for a snack. This black rice noodles I got free from Flybuys like a year ago that I'm going to try. Nori is gluten-free. I could have gone in either box, but I popped it here just because I wanted to use this up and remind myself sushi is an option. And then I have these sauce bases, which I will use with the noodles and the rices and things like that to make up some of my pantry meals. I also have over here some cereals that I want to get gone, but again, I didn't have the room to pull them out their boxes and put them back in here, so I'm just going to put them where they go and they will annoy me and I will make the kids eat them. I keep my pantry challenge basket. Now this lives here all year round, but in Shelftember especially. It's here because I can see it and it annoys me and it can look messy, which makes me want to use it up quicker and get it out of sight. So I always look here first before I go to make a meal plan or make a meal or get the kids a snack or something. So this is where it lives. It's on top of my little freezer next to my other freezer. I do have a pantry challenge basket here all year round, but in Shelftember, it's nice and neat and organized, and I make a real effort to use it every single day. My HelloFresh spice leftovers to see what I've got, what I'm working with, and they generally send you the same spices for everything, so this is pretty good. I have lots of Tex-Mex, Italian herbs, lemon pepper seasoning, black peppercorns, Mumbai spice blend, South Asian spice mix, which is really nice, but you can make that at home. Nan special seasoning, chili flakes, which I'm excited about, and garlic and herb seasoning. I also have one fine breadcrumbs, all of this rice, all of those nuts, and those are tomato paste. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you like this video, to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody else who might like this kind of content. If you're joining me on this month's pantry challenge, on this month's Shelftember, please let me know. I'd love to see what you guys are making, what you guys are doing. I love the ideas. I love the inspiration. It's good. It's great for me. So tag me, comment, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.